Well, tell Jesus to take you then. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Lo here, and I'm back with another video. And if you do enjoy this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to go ahead and share the video. Alright, so this all started, it was in 5th or 6th grade. I can't really remember, but it was in one of those. And I remember it was December because it was cold as fuck, which I'll get to in just a minute. So basically, it started, my mom, she was on her way home from school, right? On her way home from school, nigga, no. She was on her way home from work, and she called me and was like, you better have them dishes done before I get home. And I was like, okay, sure, whatever. So fast forward about 20, 30 minutes later, she get home, and she see the dishes not done, and she called me, get down here! I was like, shit. I ain't doing them dishes, man. So I came on downstairs a little scared, but I'm a real nigga, so I ain't scared of shit. Except for that day, I was kind of scared, just a little bit. And she was like, I thought I told you to do these dishes. I don't think you told me, because you said you thought you did, but you don't really remember. And I don't remember you calling me, don't get smart. Can't get dumb, so what do you want me to do? She started yelling and going off and blah, 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 and I wasn't listening. I was just like, oh, wow, okay. You know, I'm thinking, I was like, hold up, nigga, I'm in the 5th and 6th grade. I'm grown, nigga. I ain't got to put up with this shit. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave. I'm leaving. She was like, oh, and where the fuck you going to go? Shit. I'm going to go somewhere. So I stormed upstairs, and I started throwing on my Nike slides. I forgot to put socks on, so my crusty toes were just hanging over the edge. I just had on a t-shirt with some shorts, and these shorts was kind of small because like my thighs is big, so them motherfuckers was tight on my shit. But you know, they was just to lounge around the crib in. So I storm upstairs, I throw my crusty ass feet in these Nike slides. I start walking downstairs. She was like, well, just know, ain't nobody gonna want you. Nobody wants you. Your little funky ass attitude, he ain't doing shit to help out around the house. And I was like, Jesus want me. I don't know why she got so angry when I said that. She threw a shoe at me and was like, well, tell Jesus to take you then. Like, why are you throwing shoes? Like, this is why I'm leaving, man. This is why I'm leaving. So I storm out the door, and she runs after me, talking about some, don't slam my motherfucking door. Well, it don't matter, because I'm going anyways. Don't worry about it. I'm not coming back. And I just started walking down the street. And I really didn't have a plan of where the fuck I was going, because I started thinking none of my friends' parents going to want me at their house, especially if they see my toes. So I was like, shit. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I'm just walking like this, windy as hell and freezing cold. And I'm just walking and people looking at me and shit. I was like, what? Is there a problem? They just turned around and went on back into their house. And I was walking, and then finally I got to the end of the street. I thought about it. I was like, if I go back home, like if I walk back up the street and go back in, it's too soon. I wouldn't have proven my point that they need me in this family. And so I was like, shit, I can't be gone too long because I ain't got no phone. I ain't got my charger. I ain't ate all day. Like, I'm a big boy. I got to eat. I ain't got no clothes. My feet getting cold. My toes turning white and shit. So I was like, fuck. I got to do something to prove a point. So I came to the conclusion, I'm just going to walk around the street. I'm just going to go right around the other street and come back around. That'll make me go just long enough to prove a point, but not too long to where they think I'm not really coming back because I need a place to stay. So I start walking around the other street, and somebody came up and they started honking and shit. I was like, what the fuck they honking at? And I was kind of scared, and I was just like this, and I was looking out the corner of my eye. I just kept walking, and then they pull up, and it was a black woman. She was like, you need a ride? And I thought about it. I was like, shit, I could get a ride, but then I was like, fuck. I'd get home too fast once again, not proving my point. So I turned around, I was like, nah, I'm good, appreciate you though. So I started getting closer and closer to my house, and I'm sitting there still shivering and shaking, and I was thinking, damn, this would have been way more efficient if a nigga had grabbed some clothes first. First of all, I ain't grabbed no clothes, like I said, so I'm pretty sure she knew, like, shit wasn't realistic. Who the fuck gonna run away with damn shorts and a t-shirt and some slides in the fucking winter? Never mind, don't answer that question. I feel like some of y'all watching would do that ignorant shit, but not me. So I started coming up around the corner to my house. As soon as I get to my street, I see my mom looking out the window. She just, as soon as we made eye contact, she just closed the mini blinds and locked the door. And I know she locked the door because I was close enough to hear the lock. And so I get to the door, and I still tried the door handle just in case she, like, you know, she might have unlocked it. And so I'm just trying to open the door. Shit was locked. So I was just standing out there. I was like, I ain't ringing a motherfucking doorbell. I'm a real nigga. I ain't got to ring the doorbell, bro. I live here just like everybody else, bro. Just because I don't pay no bills don't mean I don't fucking live here. I got rights, nigga. If you watching this and you in like the 5th or 6th grade, you ain't really got no motherfucking rights. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. You ain't got shit type of rights. Shit type of rights? You ain't got shit type of rights. So I'm still standing up there freezing cold. And I was like, fuck it. You know, real niggas got to put their pride aside sometimes and man up to the situation. So I just ran the doorbell just... And I was sitting there waiting and waiting. Nigga, I stood there for 3 minutes waiting for her to come to the door. She gonna come to the door. She gonna open it and crack it. And then gonna say, who is it? It's 1, you watch me walk up the fucking street. You watch me come to the house. 2, you lock the door. 3, we got a damn peephole. Look out the peephole. You know it's me. Me. M-E. Me. So she cracked the door. Who is it? And I was like, Mama, it's me. Can you open the door? She was like, oh, I thought you was running away. Why the fuck you back? I was like, it's cold. Can you open the door? You don't live here no more, remember? And I'm just sitting there shivering and shit. I was like, this ain't the time to be petty. I get it. I can't afford shit, so I ain't really run away nowhere. I just walked around the block. She finally opened the door some more. So, stop right there. Now, what did you learn from this? And I was like, what? What are you talking about? She's like, what did you learn from this situation? I was like, I ain't learned nothing but next time to grab a jacket and some pants. She was like, oh, that's what you learned? Oh, okay, no. Don't come up in here till you learned your motherfucking lesson. So she closed the door again. And I was sitting there, freezing cold. And once again, like, I'm a real nigga. So I couldn't own up to the situation. Well, I did the first time, but this time I was like, I'm not in the wrong. Because this situation ain't teach me shit. Besides that, she too serious about the damn dishes. So I'm sitting out there, and my dad's truck is home. Because he took my mom's vehicle. So I'm sitting out there, just sitting on the back of the truck, just freezing cold. I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So finally, after sitting there, I came to the conclusion. I was like, shit, I gotta put my real nigga pride aside again so I can get my ass inside the crib. So I walk up to the front door, you know, still shivering and shit. And this time I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna ring the doorbell. I'm gonna hop the fence and I'm gonna try to go through the back. Because we let the dogs out the back, so maybe I can catch her when she opening the door. So, you know, I start walking back there and whatnot, and bugs jumping at me and shit, and I don't fuck with shit that fly or that can jump to where my damn head is. So I was swinging and shit. I was, move it, move. Finally, I get to the gate, but we got a lock on the gate. So I had to climb the gate, but the little step things, you know, that be on fences that you can put your foot on and climb over and shit, that was on the other side. So this side was just bare, nothing for me to step on or nothing. So I was like, well, shit, ain't really nothing I can do but jump the next door neighbor's fence because they got the shit on their side. So I stepped on over about 5 or 10 steps, saw that they had the little steppy shitsy thingies, and I hopped into their backyard. They got this big ass dog. Nigga started running at me. Then I realized it was on a damn chain thing. So once again, real nigga, I wasn't scared of no shit. But it made my heart pound, that's all I'm gonna say. So I started hopping the fence. I hopped the fence, boom, whatever. I'm in my backyard at this point, walking up to the back door, and my mom in the kitchen, she cooking, and I'm knocking and knocking and knocking. She look over at me, just kept on cooking. I was like, you still own this shit. Let it go. Let it go. And by this point, she had already done the dishes. Like, I can see into the sink because it was a pile of dishes, which is why I wasn't trying to do it. But at this point, she had already done them. The sink was empty. The dishwasher had already been loaded, I'm assuming. So I don't understand why she was still acting like a child. Like, you are a grown woman. Don't stoop to my level. Don't be the bigger person. Be the bigger person. So I'm still knocking and knocking and knocking. And she gonna come to the back window. We got these little mini blind type things or whatever. And she just closes it. I was like, what? You gonna leave your only son out here to catch frostbite, my toes turning white and shit, still, like, feet crusty and dry as a baboon's ass. And you just gonna leave me out here like that. Wow, I see where the love is, man. I see. It's not in the heart. It must be in the thigh or some shit. But it ain't in the heart. The love ain't in the heart. So I'm still knocking and knocking and knocking. And at this point, I was fed up with this shit. It had been like over an hour at this point between walking around the block and all this shit. So I was like, fuck it. I gotta own up. So I just started screaming, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Open the door. Open the door. So she comes, she opened the door. She's like, what was that? You said you were sorry. I was like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was mainly watering because it was windy and cold. I wasn't like really crying or no shit. I'm a real nigga. I don't cry. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. I won't do it again. She was like, get your ass in here and do the dishes. Once again, the dishes were already done. So I'm confused on what the fuck she wanted me to do here. So I get in the house. Finally, boy, he blasted. I was so happy. Woo, I was so happy. I don't know how people be climbing Mount Everest and shit, nigga, freezing cold and shit. And I was like, what dishes you want me to do? You already did them all. She's like, unload the dishwasher and put them in a sink and hand wash all of them. I was like, nigga, what? The fuck kind of shit is this? So I was like, but you already loaded them, so why would I unload what you already loaded? That's just a waste of work on your part and mine. She was like, do what I told you to do, or you can get the fuck up out my house. And I started thinking back to it was freezing cold out there, but I'm a real nigga, so I wasn't really cold. Once again, like, I'm a real nigga, so I wasn't really cold, but I was a little chilly. I was just a little chilly. So I was like, man, whatever. I ain't got time for this shit. So I start unloading the dishwasher, and I put them all into the sink. I was like, I don't know what the fuck the point of this shit is. I really don't. So I get them all unloaded because I'm mad and shit. I'm scrubbing the dishes real hard. And all I'm really doing is making them really clean. I didn't think about that at the time, but scrubbing real hard makes them nice and clean and shiny. And so, you know, I'm slamming bowls down. And she was like, don't break my bowl. I'm going to break my foot off in your ass. And I was like, wow, okay. It's just a bowl. Got it from Family Dollar. It was only $1 in a pack. I don't know what the fuck you tripping for, my nigga. I don't know what the fuck you tripping for. Moral of the story is, if you're going to run away, bring warm clothing. If it's in the winter. But if it's like in the summer or some shit, you might want to, like, if you're in Texas and it's the summer, now you might as well just leave the house butt ass naked, because clothes ain't gonna do you no good. It's just gonna make you hotter. That's all the fuck it's gonna do. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, sorry.